Greetings to all. This is yet another day the Lord has blessed us with. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is Apostle Dr. Gordon Fairbrain Mutetwa. I have exciting news to share with you all. My 2 best-seller books are out, and I'm so excited. The title of the first book is The Things Which Are Impossible with Medical Science Are Possible with Dr. Jesus, as written by Dr. Luke in chapter 18, verse 27. God invites you and me to seek healing via divine intervention or physical medicine. The medical industry has genuinely evolved because of the technological advancements that doctors, scientists, IT specialists, researchers, and other significant entities have jointly developed. Many patients and healthcare facilities benefit from advanced healthcare procedures, devices, workflows, and equipments thanks to the amazing technological advancements. Just to mention a few areas of scientific advancement, robotics in healthcare is used in diagnosis and surgery, accelerating digital transformation in the healthcare industry. Telemedicine or telehealth refers to the healthcare practice of examining, diagnosing, and treating patients remotely through digital platforms. Healthcare wearable technology used in monitoring and managing health and fitness. Smartwatches, wearable ECG monitors as used by football players these days. Wearable blood pressure monitors, precision medicine, medical artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence uses computer programs to perform clinical diagnosis and suggest treatment. Virtual reality, which involves virtual reality via live stream. Virtual reality surgical training, which is very helpful for medical students. And patient care. The scientists can pat their backs for the advancement and for the intelligence man has received from God, the Creator. The important point to note, though, is that despite all these technological advancements, medical science still cannot claim total control and victory over all diseases. Medical science still experiences losses in battles with ailments like cancer, mitochondrial diseases, autoimmune or certain neurological diseases. The list is still inexhaustible. But there is one doctor who has never lost a battle with diseases, whatever type, physical, psychological, or spiritual, and his name is Dr. Jesus. Catherine Kuhlman, a woman used mightily by God in divine healing, stated, I quote, "Any doctor who lacks faith in the supreme being, God, has no right to practice medicine," close quote. If doctors say nothing else can be done, sir or ma'am, take your loved one home to die, that is it. They may not really put it that crudely, but what is understood is that take them home to die. But there is one who is able, through his power at work within us, to accomplish infinitely more than we might ask or think. Ephesians chapter 3, verse 20, NLT. Medical science has been battling COVID-19 pandemic with limited success because medical science is too proud to allow the healer to intervene for decisive solution to the pandemic COVID-19. Just recently, BA4 and BA5 variants of the virus are still causing havoc, we understand, causing infections to rise exponentially. As I said, I have a bestseller book that's out now. The things that are impossible with medical science are possible with Dr. Jesus. Get yourself a copy and learn of the wisdom and tactics used by the healer himself. The main tool he used in his clinics was Holy Ghost radiotactic surgery. Yes, he knew about this way before we discovered this. This is Apostle Dr. Gordon Fairbrain Mutetwa for Dr. Jesus Christ, the healer himself. I'm also excited about my second book. Title of the book is A Black Man with a Stethoscope. We have just come out of the pandemic COVID-19. Well, I hope I can say safely we have come out, because reports not being published still confirm that the pandemic is still killing people daily in hundreds. Friday the 17th of June, we heard over the news that there is increased infections caused by the BA4, BA5 variants of the pandemic virus. We have battled this coronavirus for only 3 years now. I say only 3 years because there is a social pandemic virus that has survived over 400 years, that of racism. A black child was sheltering from the rain under a tree with her daddy, away from the main house or main building, because they were not allowed to be in the building with the white people. The little girl was surprised why they had to be isolated. So she asked her father a poignant question. Daddy, is racism a virus? She had heard you have to social distance with the COVID-19 pandemic. After a pause, the father answered, "Of course, my darling. Racism is a social virus, replete with a social DNA that can be revealed just as biological DNA can be revealed. The racism virus is as insidious as the worst biological viruses that affect humanity, including COVID-19, that is currently wreaking havoc on our world, requiring shelter to place in places while we await potent vaccine for protection. For the racism virus, there has been a vaccine available for many years. In one form or another, it is found in most religious groups, commonly known as the Golden Rule. Do to others what you would have others do to you. Unfortunately, most of the white people have refused to take the vaccine, though it clearly would benefit everyone and the world around us. Also, the human pharmaceutical companies have not been able to develop an effective vaccine. We are not sure whether we can sincerely attest to the fact that those who know how have genuinely made the effort to produce or to create an effective vaccine. And whether you believe it or not, more people have succumbed to the social pandemic virus, racism. Why can't there be a vaccine for racism? Why can't there be a vaccine for racism? The vaccine of the social virus of racism has eluded the intelligence of humans for over 400 years. And up to this day, no researchers have come up with even phase 1 of the viral research. Racism should not be allowed to exist any longer. Just like the apartheid policy of South Africa was ousted, so should racism. Racism should not be tolerated in humanitarian and civilized communities of the world anywhere. It is evil, and its signs and symptoms are deadly. I have written a bestseller book, as I said, on this virus to remind everyone that we still haven't discovered a virus, a vaccine effective enough to put this social pandemic virus to the end. It is still a menace in industrialized countries, including the United Kingdom, the United States, and maybe even a few other countries. I have included my own personal experiences of the worst signs and symptoms of the social virus that remains endemic even in modern-day United Kingdom, United States, and these other countries. Get yourself a copy and learn for yourself of some of the nauseating and stifling evils of the pandemic, still affecting mostly the people of color in employment departments, including the healthcare industries of the world. It is sin to commit injustice, but it is a greater sin to tolerate injustice. I said, it is sin to commit injustice, but it is a greater sin to tolerate injustice, said by one from the Institute of Peace and Conflict Studies. Racism, the deadliest pandemic of all, by Apostle Dr. Gordon Fairbrain Mtatwa.